I am going to evaluate this trigonometric expression. Now, evaluate rather than solve. Evaluate means to find the value. So perhaps after all of this, I'll get a number like this is 2. It's not an equation because it lacks an equal sign. Whenever I'm evaluating a trigonometric expression, I need to locate where the angle is. So the sine of 210 degrees, so I'm just going to draw a unit circle here, ask myself where 210 is. I know that this is 180. 210 is very close to 180. Next thing I'm going to do is look at the next ratio, the cosine of 150. The cosine of 150, well, if this is 180, this is 30 degrees away from 180. So it's in the 30-degree related family. Now I'm going to take a look at the tangent of 225. So where is 225? 225 is that middle angle in quadrant number 3. It's 45 degrees away from 180. So now I ask myself, if my angle is 210, what is the sine value? Well, sine is y. The sine value at 180 degrees here is 0. So the sine value here is going to be negative, and it's going to be negative half because it's very close to 0. One of the 5 numbers is the one closest to 0. Now the cosine of 150. The cosine in quadrant number 2 is negative. Now the cosine of 150, now I find it's very important to know that the cosine of 180 is negative 1. What is the number of the 5 special numbers that's closest to negative 1? It's root 3 over 2. Last but not least, the tangent of 225 degrees. The tangent in quadrant number 3 is positive because the terminal arm has a positive slope. The tangent of 225 is going to be positive 1 because it is that middle angle. So now I have, technically, I'm almost done the question. However, I think this is going to take a little bit of work. I am going to multiply these two expressions first, following the orders of operation. Negative half times negative root 3 over 2, and negative times a negative is going to be a positive. I multiply the numerators together. I multiply the denominators together. And then I'm going to add 1. Now I'm going to choose to add these two terms together. In order to add, I need to have a common denominator. So this is root 3 over 4, and 1 is really 4 over 4. Pretty close to the result. Root 3 over 4 plus 4 over 4 is going to be root 3 plus 4 over 4. Now typically we tend to write the rational number or the integer before the irrational number in the numerator. So typically it should look like this.